Hi students, in question number 5 we have the same question. We have to find out the average velocity. I just read out the question. A person traveling on a straight line moves with a uniform velocity v1 for a distance x and with a uniform velocity v2 for the next equal distance. The average velocity v is given by. If we can draw this, then we will just draw a straight line. All right, and this is the distance x, and again we have to draw the equal distance, and this is another x which is equal in length. All right, the question says that for the first x distance the person travels with a velocity v1, and for the next x distance the person travels with a velocity v2. Since these are the straight line motion, we can ignore the direction here. And how we can say these are the straight line motion? Because it talks about the uniform velocity. So if it talks about the uniform velocity, it means the velocity, during the velocity there is no change of direction. Okay, so we can simply use the certain formulas. Suppose we have to find, here we have to find time and we have to find the total displacement or the total distance traveled. Okay, whenever we have to find the average velocity, we have to find two things first, that is total displacement or distance traveled, and we divide this quantity by total time elapsed. So this will be total time elapsed. Alright, so one by one we will find out what is the total displacement. It is already given that there are two distances, x and x, so total displacement or total distance traveled would be 2x. Alright, now time elapsed is one important question here. To find the time elapsed, we will simply divide the distance by the velocity. So distance is x and velocity is v1. Simply we know that from the formula that time is equal to distance upon speed. So since the distance is also the displacement here, because there is no change in direction, so this will be the time taken in the first chunk, and then time of the next chunk would be x upon v2. So these are the times. We just add these two times, and what do we get? We would get v1, v2 will multiply, we'll do the fraction addition, and here we will have x into v2 plus x into v1. Okay, now average velocity would be total distance traveled upon total time taken. So it would be simply, we will put the value of total distance, that is 2x, and now we have to put the value of time, which is, we can take x common and we can write v1 plus v2, and the things in the denominator here, that is v1 into v2, will go in the numerator, v1 into v2, and we can simply cancel out the x's, and what is left is 2v1 v2 upon v1 plus v2. And what all options are there? If we simplify option C, we can see that 2 upon v is equal to v1 v2 v1 plus v2, and so v would be, we'll just turn it over, v1 plus v2, and this 2 will be multiplied here. So option C is the right answer.